Hey there folks, I got another knife video for you here. This one is on the Kershaw Select Fire knife multi-tool is what they call it. I've been using one of these for several years now, and I've been really happy with it. It has done me no wrong as far as everything goes. There's a couple of things on it that you have to maintain, and there's one thing on it that you have to make sure that you watch out for. But I'll give you those ins and outs. I've seen a couple of other reviews on YouTube, and they don't give you a whole lot of information. Well, some of them do, I guess, but this is coming from somebody who's used this knife for a lot of years. This is another one that I purchased because I liked it so much. I actually have several of these now. I catch them on sale at Big 5, and they're normally going for $39.99 over there, but I pick them up. I think the first one I picked up was like $12.99, which is a great price considering what you're getting. And I think this one was $15.99. Might have been a little more, maybe $19.99. I don't remember, but anyways, I had this for quite some time. I've been using it just so you can kind of see what's going on here. This has a 1/4-inch bit driver on it, which has millimeter measurements and 1/8-inch measurements on the other side. And it actually locks in this position. Not locks, but I mean it has a stop in this position. So you can use it as a crank, you know, if you really need to get a lot of torque on something. But, I mean, you don't want to put a lot of torque on this anyways. It's not designed for that, but you can put a little more torque on it. And then it has the straight position, which actually has a stop in it as well. That's the one thing that I always want to watch out for when you're using this thing. Sometimes it'll fold over and it will catch you, so be careful about that. It's one thing I wish Kershaw would put in, is some sort of a lock in there, a liner lock or something that would actually lock it into position, in this position, or maybe stronger stop that's actually takes a little force to force down. But anyways, either way, this is a really good driver to have. It comes with 2 Phillips bits, and it comes with 2 flathead bits on the other side. So you can put any 1/4-inch drive bit in here that you want, and it will be able to utilize it. And you'll see on another knife I'm going to show you what I've done with it. The only other complaint I have about this knife is this screw right here actually keeps the blade tight, and this gets loose with with heavy use. So when you're using the knife a lot, this will get loose on you. So I've had to go out and buy a special tool which has the hex bit on it, and you can see if I get this to focus. There we go. Kinda. Anyways, you can see the hex bit, and I've had to use this on many occasions to tighten this screw right here. And all you do is just basically tighten it down, and then I go all the way in and then just loosen it just slightly, a little bit at a time, until it gets to the point where I can flick it out with my thumb. So this knife holds an edge very well. This one's very sharp right now. I could shave my arm with it. It has a hawk design to it, so the grind on it, you can see how the grind is. It's a very nice knife. It holds an edge, like I said. It comes pretty sharp out of the box. I do still sharpen them because I like them very sharp, and this one isn't really. It's got a couple of little dings on it. I just noticed it, so been using it a lot. But it does have a liner lock, so when you put it away, and then of course your clip is on with point down, so it doesn't want to ride up on you. Real important to make sure that this thing, you know, stays. When it's in your pocket, you want it to keep down so it doesn't, you know, pop out on accident and cut your pocket, stab you, or whatever the case may be. Anyways, depending on where you carry it. So there's a newer one. This is my older one. This is the one I still carry every day. And you can tell it's been used a lot more. I've had this one for years, and it has held up test of time. And I've got my most common bits that I use all the time in it, rather than the 2 Phillips and the 2 flatheads. I do have 2 flatheads in there, but I've got a smaller one and then even a smaller one that I use. In comparison, if you look at the 2 that come with it, you can see those compared to mine. Big difference. But let me give you some specs on it. This is a cheaper steel, I guess you'd say, but it's not terrible. It's comparable to AUS 8. It's an 8CR13 MOV, which they also call this a bead blasted finish. So just so you know, this one is older and it's been through the ringer several times. In fact, I was prying some things up today with it, and it's held up just fine. You can see all the scratches and the abuse that I've put this thing through. And it's a great knife. Anyways, 1/4-inch hex drive, the 2 flatheads, the two cross heads, 2 Phillips heads bits, 2 Phillips, 2 flatheads. There's a ruler on the bit shaft, the driver part of it. Obviously, I already talked about. I already talked about that. There's a thumb stud on it, right on the knife, so that's easy to pull out. Single position pocket clip. Obviously, we've already talked about that part of it. I don't know if I put that in the video, but the thumb screw. The handle is a glass-filled nylon. The blade length is 3.4 inches. Closed length on this is 4.25 inches, and overall length is 7.6 inches. And they say the weight on this is 5 ounces. Now, this is all coming from the Kershaw site, so just so you know what's going on. The comparison of the steel, the 8C13 MOV, they said is a very good comparison to the AUS 8 blades, which is coming from Blade Forum and Spyderco. Actually, Spyderco did the comparison on the blades, and so just so you know where the information's coming from, it wasn't me that did the testing. So Spyderco is actually says in performance and function, its properties are very close to AUS 8. So the HRC hardness on this looks like it comes between 58 and 60 on most of the blades. So as long as it's within that realm, I'm sure Kershaw will put their name on it and get it out the door. Other than that, I can't say too much more about it, other than the fact that I've bought several of them. I have 1 or 2 more floating around here somewhere, and I've got even another one in my car. So it's just a knife that I carry every day and I'm happy with. So hopefully you guys got some good information from this, and if you are interested in this knife, you should go to Big 5 when they're on sale. Don't buy them at full price. You can get them much cheaper. Just bide your time, wait it out, and they will go on sale. They seem to go on sale about every 2 or 3 months over there. So hopefully that helped you out, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one.